Big John, Big John.
Happy Tuesday the 21st. The dogs were just wrestling around. I sent Dad to my LG dealer with that leftover corn, and he's getting replant beans. Yes, replant, we're replanting. And I'm gonna get in the grain drill and keep planting first timers. So this battery's about dead. I gotta change it out. So I'll catch up with you when I get that done. All right, fresh battery. Got the other one, plug it in when we're in the tractor, get it charged up. so yeah, I sent Dad over there, so I'm gonna have to call my Golden Harvest dealer and see about getting some beans from him for replanting over there at my brother's house. Those all got drowned out. My big field in the middle, that had Golden Harvest, and then it had some Eberts, so I got to get a hold of my Eberts guy and see about getting some replants from him. But I tell you, before I get going, I'm gonna use the bathroom here. Anybody in there? No, it looks empty. Okay. Whew. Thank God for air conditioning and tractors. All right, well, we're gonna get over there and get going, and Dad gets back, he'll probably take over. I'll probably go to bed, get some sleep, and then we'll see what goes on. My replant beans from LG will be over there sometime today. So Dad took a wagon with him to have them dump them in, and saves us the trouble of doing it. He's got a regular forklift where we use my Bobcat, and it's kind of sketchy because it's right at the limits of what it wants to pick up. So anyway, I'm going to go over here across the road and continue on with what I started yesterday. All right, busy morning. Got 12 acres done. Well, I had 3 acres done before I started with all the headlands and stuff, but we're up to 12, a little over 12 acres. So, and I've made 5 phone calls, 6 actually. So crop adjuster called him about replanting beans, so that ball's rolling. He's going to file a claim for that. I talked to 3 different seed dealers that I've got seed from that's planted in these fields that needs replanted. One of them's got a box coming today. The other one's getting the ball rolling on it, and the third one he's going to work on, see what he can get. And just talked to my guy up to the Andersons, and they've got a nitrogen applicator for me, a side dress bar, and they'll be bringing that out this afternoon, and along with a tank of nitrogen or side dressing. So I'll get Dad doing that. Yeah, so I got to unhook Scooter off of the sprayer, and we'll use that tractor to side dress, and go from there. Just found out last night at work, today is June 21st. So we had, well, it's kind of goofy with the midnight shift. They were giving day shift and afternoon shifts Friday off because the 4th is on a Monday. We were going to work Friday, get off of work Friday morning, and then we were going to get the 5th off, which would be going in the night of the 4th. Follow me? They do that at Easter too, so we don't have to go in on Easter Sunday. Midnights works Good Friday, our Thursday night / Friday morning, and then day shift and afternoon gets Good Friday off, but they have to go to work Monday. While we get Sunday night or Monday off instead of Friday, so we don't have to go in Sunday night of the holiday. It's kind of the same deal. But next week, what they did was they actually moved our holiday pay, the days we're getting our holiday pay, up to Thursday and Friday the week before, and they're shutting us down, laying us off the week of the 4th. They moved the holiday so that it won't interfere with unemployment. That way we'll get 5 days off, laid off, we'll be able to collect unemployment. But we're also we got to work Monday and Tuesday next week, and then that'll be it. We get Wednesday, Thursday off, Wednesday off, Thursday and Friday will be the holidays that we get paid for. 4th of July holiday we get paid for, and then the following week off. So I wish they'd have done it this week. I got a lot of stuff going on, but that's how it is. So anyway, we're just chugging along. I'm just watching my gear shaft. That shaft over there that bends, that bearing holder that bends and causes all the havoc, it was actually bent a little bit yesterday before I started on this field, and I noticed it just going over everything. I noticed it, so I took the gear and stuff off of it, the chain off of it, got a sledgehammer and kind of smacked her back to where it's supposed to be. So I've been keeping a good eye on it. I think I've got it figured out how to fix it. I think I'm going to put a gusset on there. The way it wants to bend, I think I'm going to put a gusset on there and go back a little triangle and piece of flat stock with a hole in it, drill another hole in that plate that it's mounted on, and that'll keep that from giving. That'll keep that from flexing and getting all cattywampus and throwing the chain off and all that stuff. So I'm just sitting here thinking about it, and it's like, I never realized that it was given before. A little bit, I always thought it just bam happened all at once, but evidently it's not. So you always got to do a pre-trip, even in this. If it's not the semi, you still do a pre-trip on your farm equipment. Walk around and kick the tires, wiggle the chains. So yeah. So I'm going to keep chugging along. I was kind of hoping Dad, I sent him, oh, woodchuck holes, hang on. The big ones. So I sent Dad with the corn that we had left over to take that back, and he also took the wagon back for them replant beans that we'll be getting today. They're going to dump them in the wagon for me right out of the box so I don't have to mess with it. And I was thinking he was going to take over for me, and I was going to go to bed. But now that side dress bar is coming, I'm just going to stay in this thing and keep going, and he can get busy side dressing corn when it shows up. So, I don't know, a couple more hours to get across here. 35 acres, and I've got 13 done, so we're doing 11.8 acres an hour. We're using 5.5 gallons of fuel an hour, so that's a little over 2 acres a gallon. So yeah, I filled her up. Well, you seen that. I filled her up with DEF yesterday. That cost me $83 or $81. But everything's going in nice. Going to China in this sand, but I got the drill set as shallow as I can. They'll come. All right, talk to you later. All right, well, we started way down there, and we're getting close to the house. We've got, you can see that, 26.64 acres done. And the gauge on the drill is getting pretty low. Oh, I know. If you get off the seat, you get off the seat with the steering engaged, it squalls at you, and it won't be quiet until you get back in there, or you wiggle the steering wheel enough to shut the guidance off, manually override it. But here's the gauge on the front of the drill, right there. So it says it's getting pretty low, so better stop and open it up and make sure. I know there's still seed in there, but just how much. And oh, look at there. We had a couple of them run almost dry. There's still some beans down there. And we had one here. All right. Rabbit trails. So we'll go up to the house and put the rest of them beans in here. Out of that wagon. Oh. I get out and stretch out once in a while too. 6089.3. I'm looking at that right there. I'm also looking at this. That's where that chain rides. This is all looking good yet. All right, well, what was that number one more time? 60893. 60893. All right, did some quick figuring, and they say those counters on the wheels are plus or minus 10%, and the wheel counter is about 1.5 acres more than what the guidance on the tractor says. So they're close. I guess I should figure out, well, I don't know how many bushels in there yet. There's still 3 or 4 units in there. I could probably make 3 or 4 more rounds if I raked them all down, but I'm putting the same beans in it to finish it. So I'm just gonna go put the rest of that wagon in here and we'll be done. So we'll see you. Okay, done with that field. Just about empty. The drill was just about empty, which is good. So we loaded her back up with the LG seed that Dad got this morning over to Dan's replant, and it's 10 after 1 right now. So he just left with his truck to go over there. I'm going to go over there and get the guidance all set up, and he's going to take over, and I'm going to come home and go to bed. Anderson's did bring out the applicator and a tank of nitrogen, and drop that off. So I'll probably get that hooked up and start tomorrow, or get that going on that tomorrow while I plant beans. Either way, both got to get done. 24 mile an hour, 24 and a half actually. Sure makes it nice getting from place to place. Compared to like that 2470, it goes 14 mile an hour. Scooter goes 21, so you can boogie right along when you're pulling the sprayer around. 970 is about 14 mile an hour, maybe 15. So yeah, when you're moving the corn planter from place to place, it takes a little while. But anyway, so yeah, I got all the programming set. Just have to, once we get into the field, I have to adjust the line, you know, set it to the current what I want, and go from there. So yeah, see you over there. All right, well, I got the headlands and everything set up. Dad is taking over. The beans here just, I got flooded out. Too much water. I mean, you can see a few of them here and there. There's a couple spots on the top of the sand hills, but it's not even enough to worry about kicking the drill up. Hopefully most of them survive, and we'll just plant fresh ones in between them. So Dad's gonna finish here. I'm gonna go home. I got a couple pieces of equipment to move around. and I'm gonna go to bed. It's 20 after 2 right now. He struggles with that guidance system. All right, guys from the Andersons brought out an applicator and a couple of tanks with nitrogen in them. So I gotta move that stuff around back. I'll get the Bobcat out, put the hitch on it, move that stuff around back. I don't want that sitting out by the road. That's, I couldn't even tell you how many thousands of dollars is right there. Tens of thousands probably. So yeah, we'll get that done. And I'm going to bed, so this will be it. Thanks for watching, everybody.